Welcome to my channel Exploring Veterinary Medica. If you like the channel, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you will receive further videos. I am presenting to you a video on Constitution as demanded by many of my students. So Constitution is a word which we often use, many homeopaths use, and we frequently say that we are giving constitutional medicine, constitutional treatment. So let us know what this Constitution is. At the end of the video, the viewer will be able to define Constitution, classify Constitution, justify constitutional prescription, and enumerate history of Constitution. So now let me begin with a phrase on Constitution by Paracelsus. No knowledge is perfect unless it includes an understanding of the origin, that is, the beginning, and as all man's disease originate in his constitution. It is necessary that his constitution should be known if we wish to know his disease. So Paracelsus says that we need to know the constitution if we wish to know his disease and to treat. So let us come to Hanuman. He used the word Bashfanate, usually translated as constitution in relationship to the Latin root constitutio. So the German word Hanuman used was Bashfanate. So this German word Bashfanate may have the following meanings: a quality of someone or something that is inherent or characteristic trait that serves to define or describe its possessor. So it also means the makeup or way something is composed or arranged, its constitution, composition, construction, or nature. It also means a medical term for inherent traits and qualities of the human being, that is constitution, makeup, and qualities of body or soul. We all speak a lot about constitution, but it is very difficult to find a definition of constitution in homeopathic books. So let us try to know what is the definition of constitution. The word constitution is derived from a Latin derivative constituture, which means constitutes, to set up, to establish, to form or make up, to appoint, to give being to. Chambers Dictionary defines constitution as the natural condition of the body or mind and disposition. Constitution is defined as the structure, composition, physical makeup, or nature of a person comprising of inherited qualities and modified by the environment. Stokes defines constitution as the aggregate of hereditary characters influenced more or less by the environment, which determines the individual's reaction, successful or unsuccessful, to the stress of environment. Jennifer Poole, in the article Scientific Basis for the Constitution in Homeopathy, after referring to several pioneers in homeopathy who talked about constitution, came to the conclusion that constitution comprises of three main elements, that is physical, mental, emotional, all of which have an evidence base. Hanuman refers to constitution in various aphorisms. In aphorism 5, he says that the ascertainable physical constitution of the patient, especially when the disease is chronic and his moral and intellectual character, helps in treating the sick. Hanuman says in aphorism 81 regarding the miasm sora that has been transferred from generations to generations and which contributes to the production of these great varieties of chronic diseases, that is secondary symptoms of sora, besides the indescribable diversity of men in respect of their congenital corporeal constitutions. In aphorism 102, Hanuman talks about epidemic disease, and he says that the totality of the symptoms in epidemic diseases cannot be learned from one single patient, but is only by the perfectly deduced and ascertained from the sufferings of several patients of different constitutions. In aphorism 136, Hanuman talks about drug proving, where he says that a drug can produce effect on any healthy individual, but it has to be done on different individuals varying in their corporeal and mental constitution. Now let us try to know the various homeopathic concepts with respect to constitutions. Veniers and Zizes classified constitution into carbonic constitution, phosphoric constitution, and fluoric constitution. Carbonic constitution people are mentally and physically upright persons having square white regular teeth, slight acute angle between the lower arm, upper arm orderly and undemonstrative. They are responsible and capable. Usually they are soric. The remedies that we can find in carbonic constitution are calcare carb, kali carb, mac carb, natrum carb, graphitis, carboveg, and carboanimalis. So now coming to phosphoric constitution of Venier's classification. They are scrofulous or having tubercular diathesis, tall, thin, delicate, easily tired persons, long yellow teeth but well fitted, arm forms perfect straight line when stretched, dislike hard work but orderly and fastidious. Usually these are psychotic people. And the remedies in phosphoric constitution are calcarephos, phosphoric acid, caliphos, phosphorus, and macphos. And the fluoric constitution people are having unbalanced, irregular body formation, obtuse angle of outstretched arm, teeth irregular and ill-fitted, untidy, cunning, and unreliable, capable of heroism, sanctity, and wickedness, predisposed to diseases of nervous system, dislocation of the joints, and having suicidal tendency. Mainly they are syphilitic in nature. And fluoric acid and calcarephor are the main drugs in fluoric constitutions. Bayesian classified constitution into scrofulous, meaning tendency for enlargement of the glands, gouty, meaning uric acid diathesis, and with a tendency for affection of the joints, and syphilitic with a destructive nature. Von Grauel classified constitution depending on excess or deficiency of certain elements in the tissues and blood. He classified constitution into carbon-nitrogenide constitution, hydrogenide constitution, and oxygenide constitution. So now coming to carbon-nitrogenide constitution. Here we have excess of carbon and nitrogen or insufficient oxygenation. Complaints here are caused by retarded nutrition, and this constitution is marked with obesity, which is followed by emaciation in due course. The respiration is faster and shallow, erratic working of the heart, lungs, kidney, liver, and spleen. Other marked features are short of breath, rapid pulse, constipation, followed by diarrhea, flatulence, urinary troubles, dullness, yawning, irritability, and impatience. They are mostly tired individuals and do not like to take any active work. They have unhealthy smell, offensive and irritating perspiration, boils, etc. They are aggravated by overfeeding, exertion, or anything which hinders the use of energy or which results in wastage of energy. And the constitution corresponds to Hanuman Sora. And the remedies that we find in carbon-nitrogen constitution are phosphorus, sulfur, arsenicum, album, ars iode, calcarephos, carbovegetabilis, heparsulf, iodum, kalimac, lacasis, lycopodium, natrum mur, and zinc metallicum. So now coming to hydrogenide constitution, it is having excess of hydrogen and consequently water in the blood and tissues. Corresponds closely to Hanuman psychosis, but it covers a much wider area and is not by any means confined to the acquired or inherited result of gonorrheal infection. The vaccinosis too comes under this constitution. Hydrogenide constitution is characterized by the excess of water in the body. They are aggravated by moisture and humidity. They are prone to dropsy and anasarca, suffer from tissue growth of benign type, and they belong to the psychotic group. And there is marked periodicity of the complaints in hydrogenide constitutions are aggravated by cold or damp weather and in rainy season exposure to both water and water products. For example, taking bath by eating fishes, plants and fruits grown in water can increase the complaints. Cold weather, cold food and drinks, sour foods, milk, eggs, cucumbers, and mushrooms. By living in the proximity of ponds, rivers, and sea as well as stagnant water, complaints which are aggravated by electric disturbance find a special place under this constitution. The remedies that we find in hydrogenide constitution are arsenicum album, dulcamera, natrum sulf, nitric acid, phytolacca, rustox, thuja, digitalis, antimtard, ipecac, and other medicines. So now coming to oxygenide constitution, it is characterized by the accumulation of excess of oxygen with resultant destruction of tissues. Body is thin and thus ill on change of season. Destructive disorders involving the genitalia and disturb the central nervous system. Body is prone to ulcerations and self-destruction. Oxygenide constitution having excess of oxygen. They are very thin and complain of weight loss in spite of having good appetite and eating well. Prominent glands, weak bones, and anemia. They like fat and have aversion to carbohydrates. Worse when dryness is changing to humidity, before storms, and before during tempestuous winds. They are better when it begins to rain and snow, worse in foggy weather. Nervous individuals and are characterized by increased physical and mental activities. Corresponds to Hanuman's syphilis. The remedies which have oxygenated constitution are calcarea phos, ferrum phos, natrum phos, phosphorus, phosphoric acid, iodum, silicia, calcareaca, natrum mur, heliberos, tuberculinum, syphilinum, merxol, kali iode, and ferrum metallicum. Now coming to another classification of constitution by Ernst Kirchner. He classified constitution depending on limited number of physical characteristics. That is, he classified constitution into asthenic, into athletic, and into pycnic. Asthenic refers to frail linear physique, a deficiency in thickness combined with an average unlessened length, lean narrow build with a skin pore in secretion, narrow shoulders, muscles, delicate bones of the limbs, narrow flat chest, sharp rib angles, and thin stomach. Now coming to the next one, that is athletic constitution. Athletic constitution is characterized by strong development of the skeleton, musculature and skin, a middle-sized man with projecting shoulders, superb chest, firm stomach and trunk, tapers in its lower edge so that the pelvis and the magnificent legs seem almost graceful compared with the size of the upper limb and particularly hypertrophied shoulders. And the pycnic refers to plump physique. And now coming to constitutional prescription, which we are very much concerned about. A constitutional prescription should be based on the totality of the mental and physical reactions. It should be able to cover the level of susceptibility, the tendencies, the behavioral pattern, and the underlying mechanisms. So we should take some caution when we are giving constitutional medicine. It should be prescribed only after the acute crisis, which is overcome with the help of acute medicine in order to facilitate the individual to have a quick and uneventful convalescence. It also effectively checks the tendency for relapses. So now let us go back a little to history of constitution. Hippocrates says that there are two types of constitution. One is short and thick, were prone to apoplectic conditions, and another one is long and thin, prone to tubercular affections. So just for information purpose, let us know what traditional Chinese medicines have classified constitution into. The China Association for Traditional Chinese Medicine, that is CACM, have classified constitution into 9 types. The first one is neutral, then Q deficiency, Yang deficiency, Yin deficiency, blood stasis, phlegm and dampness, damp heat, Qi stagnation, and special constitution. So now coming to our ancestral medicine, that is Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, they say that constitution of an individual is determined at birth, which is called as Prakriti. And this Prakriti remains fixed throughout the lifetime and it is not going to change. And this Prakriti, that is the individuality of the individual, is determined by the combination of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. And this combination of Vata and Pitta and Kapha in each individual is having different combination and which is maintained throughout the lifetime, and different persons are having different combinations. So the combination has to be determined to understand the sick and to treat. So now coming to the end of the video, I think the viewer is able to define constitution, classify constitution, justify the constitution prescription, and enumerate the history of constitution. So thank you my dear friends for being with me throughout the video. Hope you have liked the video. If you like the video, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you will receive further videos. Thank you. Thank you once again.